Flipp Dinero, also known as Christopher St. Victor, was born on November 17, 1995 in the Canarsie neighborhood of Brooklyn, New York. Flipp was raised in a Haitian household, a strict, rap-hating household. But this didn't get in any way of Flipp's love for non-Haitian tunes. He listened to artists like Styles P, Bankroll Fresh, Jadakiss, and Outkast. Early in Flipp's childhood, he'd sing in his church's choir, later to be kicked out, and write poems to build his musical foundation. He recorded his first song to the beat of Nicki Minaj's Moment for Life. He began releasing songs to SoundCloud. Some of his early works are On My Own, Higher, I Do, Running Up the Bands, On Some, and Say No More, all released before his 2017 debut album, Go All Away. During these releases, the young artist would begin the process of building his fame. His sound engineer, Lowe's, would get his music around to some people close to fellow Brooklyn rapper Joey Badass. Joey loved Flipp's work, so he put him on. He told his boys from his group Pro Era, and they loved him just as much. Flipp was moving up the ladder fast. The Pro Era group were helping him grow his career exponentially by getting him in contact with the label Cinematic Music Group, headed by Johnny Shipes. Johnny Shipes has had the privilege to have discovered artists such as Joey Badass, Drewski, Nipsey Hussle, and Sean Kingston. Under this label, Flipp continued to make a ton of bangers that were blowing up, but weren't quite mainstream yet. But this was all about to change. On August 28, 2018, Flipp would sign a deal with DJ Khaled's label, We The Best Music, and the Sony music subsidiary, Epic Records. After dealing with an ex for just one too many times, Flipp would write a song about her. Little did she know, she turned into the lyrics and backstory of a 4-time platinum single. This song that would blow him up would be the March 14, 2018's Leave Me Alone. He also dropped the track on the same day, remixing his old song Time Goes Down with G Herbo. After this, he'd go on tour as a part of Tory Lanez's Memories Don't Die tour. This tour is where his song would truly blow up. In his car the next day, after a performance, he'd wake up and read a social media comment urging him to look at Drake's Instagram story. Unwillingly, he did. And halfway through, he sees his song, Leave Me Alone, screenshotted and credited as inspiration behind the Stars album, Scorpion. After this, life is history for Dinero. He'd release the album Love for Guala featuring his hit single over a year later and make a huge hit featuring Lil Baby. He'd continue dropping music and showing out to events, and even opening for a crowd of 70,000 on Jay-Z and Beyonce's joint tour On The Run 2. However, this was all pre-pandemic. Whether that be due to business or not, the pandemic definitely plays a role, with artists not being able to perform to their crowds and fans. This would certainly impact his career though. With everyone inside looking for escapes such as music, they had no Flipp Dinero to go to, and other online entertainment became popular, leaving him in the dust. After his album, he wouldn't have any real success until October 23rd, 2020, where he released the track No 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 with a major artist at that moment, A Boogie. Flipp wouldn't continue to promote his music or grind his way into another level, which by his character is seemingly what he'd do. He doesn't care about money. It was never about the flex or the fame. He just wanted to make music and make his parents proud. So that is why Flipp Dinero is no longer in the spotlight.